Chesterfield.
Chesterfield booked their place in the Johnson's Paint Trophy Wembley final with victory over Oldham. Tonight we'll see if it's Swindon or Barnet who'll join them. Lawrie Sanchez scored one of the most famous goals ever at Wembley for Wimbledon in the 1988 FA Cup final. Can he inspire his Barnet side to their first appearance at the home of football in 40 years? Swindon have been to Wembley 4 times and were there just 2 years ago. But their manager, Paolo Di Canio, has never played or managed there. Now the Football League's greatest showman is just 90 minutes away from football's biggest stage. Welcome to the county ground for this winner-take-all second leg between Swindon and Barnet. And whoever goes through to meet Chesterfield in the final at Wembley, there'll be a new name on the trophy this season. Your commentators are Gary Birtles and Bill Leslie.
Swindon coming into this as favourites, but without injured Aidan Flint, who scored their goal in the first leg, and cup-tied Luke Rooney, who started against Southend in the league last time out. Paolo Di Canio then makes 3 changes to the side that won so well at Roots Hall. Alan Connell partners January arrival Paul Benson up front. Former Blackburn trainee Rafael Davita replaces cup-tied Rooney on the wide left of midfield. And Simon Ferry, the former Celtic midfielder, comes back into the side in the centre. He is one of 6 players who started the first leg. Barnet in good shape, though. They've won their last 3 matches. They've won the last 2 with an unchanged side. And Lawrie Sanchez sticks with that again tonight. The focal point inevitably their top scorer and League Two's top scorer, Isol McLeod. Danny Sender started the first leg but picked up a really nasty knee injury in it. So a couple of lone players in defence. Paul Downing borrowed from West Bromwich Albion and Michael Hector from Reading. Dean Brill knows what it's like to win this competition. He lifted the trophy with Luton Town at Wembley in 2009. Phil Smith saved 3 penalties in the shootout win against AFC Wimbledon in the quarter-final. He's on the bench for Swindon tonight. Barnet include a host of new faces, most of them on loan, including Jordan Mustoe, who started here for Wigan in their FA Cup defeat last month. Famous footballing names who provided memorable moments as players in their career, both trying to guide their clubs to Wembley Stadium for the first time in the final of the Johnston's Paint Trophy final. 1-1 it stands after the first leg. Swindon went into that buoyant after they just knocked out Wigan here in the FA Cup. They took the lead, but Barnet bit back, so we are level here. And Swindon in red get us underway. Look like they mean business from the off. Loose touch from Jack Saville, nervous touch.
You saw the intent straight away. They want to pass the way through. Quickly, 1 and 2 touch. Early pressure on Barnet.
We're on from Kanjo. Lawrie Sanchez saying it's a very different Barnet from that of even 6 weeks ago. They were sliding worryingly towards the relegation positions. They were as low as 23rd in the table at one point in November. But wonderful run they're on at the moment. 4 wins on the bounce in League Two. Kanjo will touch away. Swindon trying to get people down and dictate the early tempo. It's really been a feature of their play this season under Paolo Di Canio.
Barnet just got to expect a lot of pressure early in this game. They've got to concentrate, not switch up, because Swindon have the players to punish you if you do that. Look at the League Two table, 20 points separate the 2 teams, but on an occasion like this, that can go right out the window. Expectations are that Swindon will win this, and that might just help Barnet.
Lawrie Sanchez knows a few things about an upset. Not just as a player, as a manager. Remember, he took Wickham all the way to the FA Cup semi-finals.
This is what Barnet will have to try and do, get close down. See a few of those occurring.
Canjo looks long. No flag this time against Isle McLeod. Here comes the former Barnet man, Joe De Vera, to halt the Barnet progress, but not to stop it. Oh, and it comes off the top of the goal. What an effort that was from Ricky Holmes.
I don't think a lot of people expected this. Everybody expected him to cut it across. McLeod does well, stays onside. It's a decent run. There's another decent run. I think everybody was taken by surprise there. Expected the ball driven across the face. Managed to catch the keeper at the near post.
Caddis. Connell crunched in a Barnet sandwich. Free kick.
Two of them got hold of him there. And again, they're getting so close to them every time the ball's played at the feet, as it was to Connell there. No time to do anything. They get it wrong that time. So when it comes to Connell there, good first touch. But look at the pressure straight away. One from either side, letting him go nowhere. Maybe lucky to get away with that. I'm not sure the referee knew which one had actually committed the foul there.
McCormack floats in the free kick. Comes to Connell. Now, did he get a shove in the back? The Swindon supporters appealed for it. They would, though, wouldn't they? Here comes the Barnet break. It's Holmes. McLeod. The front two combining here. Now, can McLeod get his head up and spot the run? It's cut out by McCormack. Starting to boil up nicely now, this one. And Benson, Ritchie coming on the outside was going to take it, and vice versa. All breaks down.
There's a break by McCormack from the back. Did O'Connell have a shout for a penalty, I wonder?
Mark Hughes, the skipper. They picked up a broken nose there.
There's the ball coming into the box. Connell goes right. I'll tell you what, I have seen those given. He's not got the ball. You watch when this ball comes in there. Connell gets in front. It's a clear shove in the back. Anywhere else on the pitch, we always say that's a free kick. We saw some of the penalties at the weekend that were given, that weren't given, and it was a shove.
Temporarily down to 10. Mark Hughes gets patched up. It's he who got the equalising goal, cancelling out Aidan Flint's header, which came in the first half at Underhill. Aidan Flint now stricken. There's hope that he may be able to play again this season. Unlike poor Danny Sender, who had a horrible knee injury, a freak one really. So he slipped over inside his own penalty area and stretched it off. McCormack.
Allowing themselves to be pushed back too far, Barnet. Just trying to keep a high line. Back four push on, it pushes the midfield on, pushes the forwards on as well.
Ritchie sets it up, the deflection. Allowed Dean Brill to gather it pretty comfortably.
That's what they don't want to do, back off and back off. First time they've really done that, and there's the deflection, takes the sting out of it.
Ritchie. Ferry shoots it to De Vita. Kennedy with the overlap. Ferry. Caddis. Plenty of bodies involved in this Swindon attack. Connell! In it creeps! Swindon lead in the tie for the first time! And Alan Connell with the goal!
Tell you what a delivery. What a striker's dream that delivery was. He wouldn't have missed that either. All looked in slow motion as Connell put this ball in. They work it well. It's in first time. That's what gives him the opportunity. Heads it down, back to where it comes from. And the goalkeeper, Brill, is just flat-footed. Decent header. Heads it down, back the other way. What every striker should do when it comes to him like this. Not a lot of power, didn't need it. Just placement. It's a cracking header. We were here earlier in the season and he came off the suspension. Did real damage.
Well, Alan Connell with the goal, but the man who injured his nose in marking Alan Connell, Mark Hughes, was off the pitch at the time of the goal.
I think it was just the quality of the ball build that did everybody. They seem to have enough numbers in there, enough bodies in decent positions, but the ball's that quality can just beat you, and certainly did that. But Connell, the pace it was coming in, still had a bit to do.
Another big cup goal scored by Alan Connell. Got one you might remember in the FA Cup win here against Wigan. As did his strike partner Paul Benson off the bench. Could be another one here. His touch, and it took it away from Benson.
Certainly seemed to be going through to him. Delivery in the box is causing Barnet problems at the moment. They have been closing down well, but all it needs is a split second when you don't close down, and that's what happens.
Just the settler that Swindon have been looking for. In a quarter of an hour, they found Barnet a tough nut to crack. They have found the breakthrough. Now the lower-ranked side need to respond, or it's Swindon who will go to Wembley, just as they did in 2009 for the playoffs. 1972, the last time Barnet were at Wembley, incidentally, and that was for the FA Trophy final. Lost that to Stafford Rangers.
See, they're a tough nut to crack early on, and you're right, Bill. I just think the difference with Swindon now is that the belief Paolo Di Canio has given them, they don't get frustrated. They just keep doing what he tells them to do, which is keep playing.
De Vita. One back by foul means by Barnet, so it's going to be pulled back. Thought he got away with it.
It's a cracking turnout tonight, what to say. And here's where they think work it wide. And they thought he might take a touch, he doesn't. It's a terrific delivery. Just flighted well. And you look at the bodies they've got in decent positions there, Barnet. But just the quality of the ball does them all, and Connell just heads it back to where it should be.
Connell, who gave them that lead. Here's Ritchie. Benson wants the early ball. It's played in towards Caddis. Oh, the faintest of touches would have taken it in from Paul Benson.
Just too much pace. That's all that's done in there. What a move this is. Great movement. There, just gets that gap. Nobody picks him up. And he puts it across the face of the goal. Just too much on it. Benson just cannot get any sort of touch. Does the right thing. Puts it in the area that strikers love, but just a little bit too much for Benson to be able to get a touch. That's what they're capable of. That's why they've moved up that table. That's why they're in third place, just behind the leaders.
Big match, by the way, at the top of League Two tonight, which was on at Crawley Stadium, despite a late pitch inspection. Cheltenham, the leaders, the visitors. Crawley went behind, but now leading 2-1 is the latest we have from there. I'm sure Paolo Di Canio will be keeping up to date with events there. He and all his players desperately disappointed they didn't get the chance to play Burton here and go top at the weekend. Good crisp football again by Swindon Town. Ritchie upended, and there's going to be a yellow card now.
The referee's right. Stopped a real enterprising move there by Swindon. See, there are about one touch, two touch movement. Could have been accidental there. Oh no, the foot was left there, clearly. So difficult to defend against when it's 1 and 2 touch and the movement's good.
Battered bandage now booked, the Barnet captain. Kennedy looks like he fancies this one. Palace might have other ideas as well. Is the captain going to pull rank? Kennedy takes!
A lot of people in the ground thought that was being nestled in the back of the net. Gets it up and over quick, and I'm sure Brill didn't know if that wasn't going to hit the target. I don't think he'd have got there if that sneaks inside the post. Good quality.
That's over Hector. Here's Pivita. It's bottling. Was caught in two minds again as the two strikers waited in the middle, licking their lips, hoping for the ball.
What a ball that was. What a ball that was. And you think, just slide it across for Connell. He'll put it in an empty net. Just hangs on too long again for me there. One touch too many. Got to look.
And bobbling off his shins, wasn't it?
Got to look up there though and see your teammate in a really good position.
Waited for that one. Knew the challenge was coming. And Kanjo didn't disappoint him.
I've seen the quality of delivery from this side in particular. I'm going to defend another one.
Last minute of the first half, definitely not the time for Barnet to concede another. Ritchie, oh, super save!
It's a fantastic save, it really is. Again, the quality is absolutely spot on. Flick, and he gets down so quickly there. There's the flick. He must have thought he'd scored there. He's wheeling away. And no wonder, Benson.
Now here come Barnet. They find Arsenal McLeod. Rather snatched at it, and wide it goes.
Well, he's had nothing really to feed off. One comes his way and he just snatches at it a little bit. Understandable. Well, it's all about quality again. Quality of the delivery, quality of the flick, and quality of the save, because everybody thought that was creeping in the bottom corner. And I think Brill makes a decent save there. Sees it late and gets down really well, quickly.
Kennedy.
We talked about the energy levels, the fitness levels of Swindon. Barnet are going to have to match that for the rest of this game, because you don't see Swindon stopping. They seem to pound teams into submission with the way they play.
And that is why they're on such a good run. Just one defeat in their last 16 games. Ritchie. Ferry. Pivita's offside.
It shouldn't be. Shouldn't be. He's the widest man. It's just lack of concentration. If he is indeed offside. There's the ball played, yeah. He's standing in an offside position. Can see right across the line there.
Maybe time for one final first half attack for Swindon. Connell. Just slide it through the eye of the needle to find the run of Ferry.
Joe does really well there to get back, track back and cut that out.
Well, it's Swindon who take a half-time lead. Back to the dressing room courtesy of Alan Connell. His headed goal, the difference. And at the moment it means that it's Swindon Town who are heading to Wembley to face Chesterfield in the final. Barnet would feel hard done by. Their captain was off the pitch when they fell behind, but they're going to have to come from behind again, just as they did in the first leg. Half-time, Swindon leading 1-0. Well, Laurie Sanchez told us before the match that his side had saved their best in this competition, and indeed in most of the season for their away performances. They've already won at Colchester, at Gillingham and at Cheltenham. So they have it within themselves to turn it around here at the county ground. Di Canio has turned it into Swindon's fortress. Barnet know they need to improve if they are to breach it. No changes, by the way, to the personnel for the start of this second period. This decisive period that will dictate who will join Chesterfield on March the 25th under the Wembley Arch for the Johnston's Paint Trophy final. De Vera, at the moment, denying his former club a trip to Wembley. Most of these players have to go past Wembley on their way to the Barnet training ground, which is just a couple of stops on the Jubilee line from Wembley. But there's a concern here over an injury. Darren Dedman, the referee, realised that it looks pretty serious on Paul Benson, and he's going to get some treatment on.
Went hold of his ankle, inside of his ankle. Look innocuous. Both go honestly for it. Anything that happened there is accidental. Benson brave there, just gets the ball and just gets caught as he goes down the follow through from Joe.
It won't help Paul Benson, but it looked like it was a contact injury rather than anything twisted or torn.
On a cold night, they hurt.
Usually not terminal. Well, the hat's back on. Mannerisms are all there. He's box office pal at Di Canio, just as he was as a player. Oh, risky stuff from Brill, and Connell so close to pouncing on that most costly of errors we saw in Northern section area final, decided by goalkeeping and defensive blunder. Really struggle to see a way back for Barnet if they were to concede again.
Well, there's ironic cheers from the Swindon fans. They saw one first half they thought had gone out. Joe wasn't given, and they thought that stayed in play. The assistant decides otherwise. There he goes. Does it go out? Hold of the ball? No, it doesn't.
Jonathan Smith. Joe. Cormac. Benson looks to be moving okay. Might get a chance to get in behind here. Connell goes wide to De Vita. Kennedy. Digs out a good-looking cross for Connell.
Obviously think De Vita is a threat. He's double up on him when he's got the ball at his feet.
It's a fair challenge. Here's Deering now for Barnet.
He's unlikely, Deering. He's the one who I feel could get them back into the game if he gets enough of the ball. We're asking for a free kick here. Somebody jump into him. The ball played as a shot from distance. Go! Dringham right behind it. Good old shoulder charge maybe. Decent strike, takes it early. Dringham comfortable.
where Sam Deering makes his 50th appearance for the club. Former Oxford player, usually not too popular in this neck of the woods. Looking for Benson. De Vera. By Caddis. By Downing. And by Byrne. McLeod. Oh, McCormack did that really well. A little enlarged contest and Little triumphed with interest.
So composed back there, doesn't he?
Hector. Byrne. Former Forest trainee who's struggled to impose himself on the match so far. Caddis. Simon Ferryford, you can see him there holding his stomach. He's feeling pretty poorly at the break. He's taken a couple of tablets, determined to carry on and see the job through for Swindon. Doesn't look too comfortable, does he?
No, he didn't, certainly. He don't want to come off.
Namibian international Oliver Rissa. They have a like-for-like swap that they're able to make. Paladakani on the Swindon coaching staff. They'll hold fire on that for the moment. Smith. Benson. Barnet have got to find a way to get their main men into the game. Here's Byrne. Holmes.
The problem he had there was nobody else in the box. He's gone for the shot. I'm sure he looks up and thinks, well, where are my teammates? That was right at the far post. Yeah, nothing to hit whatsoever. Played him well, it's well worked, but he has to go for goal.
Rucci is blocked away by Deering. If you're wondering why a fullback who hasn't got a goal in the month of January is in the running for Player of the Month, I think Paul Caddis giving a demonstration tonight of what he brings to Swindon's winning run and winning mentality under Paolo Di Canio.
Noticeable thing is every player in a red shirt is comfortable on the ball.
Technique, fitness, mentality, all things that Paolo Di Canio is a stickler about for his players. Leon Clark could testify to what happens if you don't toe the line. You're out of the door pretty quickly. Well, this is a young man on loan from Reading, and he's just made his debut for Barnet in the last match, Jordan Abita.
I was just about to say, it was nice to see outfield, well, all the players, nobody's wearing gloves. And then he comes on and he's got a pair of gloves.
Simon Ferry giving it the best part of a quarter of an hour in this second half, and will disappear straight down the tunnel into the dressing room. Get well soon, Simon. Welcome, Oliver Rissa. Oh, what a rasping drive that was. Very nearly caught Dean Brill out.
Clean strike of the ball that was. Comes out of nowhere. Knocked down, it comes out to him. Look at this for a strike. Brill again, up to the task.
Connell, well, he was coming back from an offside position. I was a little surprised the flag didn't go up sooner. So Swindon Town, half an hour from Wembley Stadium.
Still very finely balanced. The team talk from Lori Sanchez was at half-time. Keep it tight, and as the second half wears on a bit, just take a few chances if it's still that one goal in it.
Johnson playing on the shoulder. And Dennehy isn't going to take a risk. Constabulary finding innovative ways to keep the hands warm.
He'll have a crick back in a minute, though.
Well, Swindon seeking this second. They would surely kill this off as a contest. Over the head of Rissa, Connell couldn't get the good contact, nor could Benson. McCormack. What an excellent ball that is. It's on here for Swindon if they can get that final ball. It's been lacking a bit. Rissa. Bodies on the line, time here for Barnet as Swindon come knocking again. Connell, there's no way out for Barnet at the moment. Smith. Kennedy. Connell nearly able to play it into the path of Benson.
Well, it's all hands to the pump for Barnet at the moment.
Frantic spell of Swindon attacking, but Barnet survive again.
Look at this for vision, great first touch, look at that. Brilliant, chest control, excellent, tries to do the right thing, puts it across the face. There, good ability, weaker foot there, just couldn't get the power to get that ball on target, and there's a decent block there. Penalty appeals referee, good view of it.
Ritchie! Well, had that found the back of the net, it would have been worthy of winning it.
Wouldn't it just? Confidence just flows through his veins. Again, the early ball in. Not dealt with particularly well. Takes it early. Good clean contact, but just drags it wide. No thought in his mind to take a touch. Very impressive performance.
Abita. McLeod. A few players have gone with him. Caddis away.
You see the siege mentality there of Swindon, just closed him down as a group and forced him back. McLeod there. Double the attempts, and bad count on target, 7 of those 10. Still only the one to show for it, though.
Holmes, McCormack.
Even if that ball does get across, there's only one Barnet player in the box again, that's McLeod.
There's Ritchie. Caddis. Ritchie. Benson.
Connell couldn't attempt to touch that, he was in an offside position. And again, it comes out to Ritchie. Look, concentrates on his technique so well. Just tries to glide it towards that far post. Cushion header there by Benson, just didn't get it on target.
And midfielder sacrifice for a striker, Charlie Taylor, from the Sutton United front man. Gets a touch on into the path of Isel McLeod.
Decent first touch. All it was a hook down the channel. Decent header, and McLeod just gets on the end of it. Decent header, one touch, and tries to get his shot away. I'm sure it would have troubled Brigham.
Peter with the corner. A chance to get the cross in. And by Deering, by Swindon Town. Hector's last man back for the Bees.
Gets lucky there.
Rissa. Caddis thought he was through that. Isel McLeod might be here. He's offside. He would have been offside had he managed to get to the ball, but it's out by McCormack.
A few nerves start to around this ground at the moment. I realise they're only 15 minutes away from Wembley.
One mistake away from penalties.
Yep. So only need one moment of play.
Benson. Then he had to get that right, given the situation he's in with terms of his booking. A little bit of flamboyance there as well to clear it away.
Not happy.
Cramping up there, Rafael De Vita, isn't he?
Certainly looks that way. Seems all right now.
Well, the temperatures now, they probably are where you're watching as well. Well below freezing. Not going to help any sort of muscle injury. Cramping muscle. De Vita's back on after a little bit of help from the physio. Getting ready to make a change as well, Garrick.
Some physio he must be. That was a quick recovery.
Abita. McLeod leaves it. McCormack clears it. Benson.
You saw that ball come into the Swindon box there. At the moment it caused a little bit of a problem, uneven bounce. It's all it needs.
Swindon change, I think they're going to take off Rafael De Vita. Alessandro Cibocchi, who started the first leg at fullback, will come on and replace De Vita wide in the midfield, and there's defending to be done here. By Abita.
Well, they're getting closer. Change the angle, put a decent delivery in. There's the flick, and organisingly wide. Just gets a touch on it off the knee there. When you put your body on, doesn't matter what you score with. They're certainly throwing bodies forward now, Barnet.
Paolo Di Canio is telling people to calm down. You know that it's becoming heated. Well, Barnet growing in confidence. Aysel McLeod won't want to let him shoot, but shoot he does, albeit just wide.
Well, the architects of their own downfall here, Swindon. Lose the ball, I think it's Smith. McLeod get on the end, it's just dragged wide. Fault him for having a go from there. 20 goals this season, why not? It is wide. It's worth an attempt.
Five massive minutes, and that was right under the nose of the referee. Red card. And Charlie Taylor, who's come off the bench, is sent off.
Oh, disappointing to finish a game like this. A bit of malicious challenge in it. Oh dear me, you can't go in like that. It's just ridiculous. He's gone in with his foot high, his knee high, everything high. And there's the referee's position. What is he thinking about going in that high? Just completely taking him out.
And Charlie Taylor on the pitch for just over 10 minutes. Brought on to score a goal and level the numbers that mattered. As it is, he's left his side right in the lurch. They've got to try and claw this one back with 10 men. And with that moment of stupidity, as Barnet's opportunity to play at Wembley go.
Well, there's actually he heads it. He doesn't headbutt him. He goes high, and I think everybody thought he catches him with his head.
Just over a minute of added time to play, to negotiate for Swindon. And can Barnet clap the rabbit from the hat? Ritchie still full of running.
I have to say that the improvement under Lawrie Sanchez is quite evident as well for Barnet.
Well, a few weren't sure about Paolo Di Canio when they couldn't buy a win in the opening month of the season. Defeat after defeat came, but the turnaround has happened. All bought into his way of operating. Swindon on the up, climbing the table with a day out at Wembley, which will be confirmed by the referee momentarily.
A memo for chairman and directors, give managers a chance.
Well, he never got there as a player, but Paolo Di Canio has guided Swindon Town to Wembley as a manager. Fine margins on a freezing night, but the celebrations start in Wiltshire. The first half goal from Alan Connell was all it took. No way back for Barnet this time. The fans pouring onto the pitch to share in the players' celebration. And they've never been to a Johnstone's Paint Trophy final. But on March the 25th, Paolo Di Canio will lead Swindon Town out at Wembley to take on Chesterfield. Swindon go to Wembley after a 2-1 aggregate win.
Matt, Alan, congratulations. Matt, is this a real special night to be a Swindon player?
Yeah, it's a massive night to be a part of the club, and obviously it goes down in history now, I think. So, yeah, it's great to be involved in it.
Alan, you scored some big goals recently, not least an FA Cup goal against a Premier League side, but is this among the most important?
Of course, yeah. I mean, to get a great club like Swindon to Wembley is massive, and I'm really pleased for all the boys because we've worked really hard this season. I'm pleased for the supporters. They come in, thousands every week, home and away, and obviously it's just a great night for the club.
Obviously, personally, I'm very happy because I want to make proud my dad and also my mom. And because we live for it, we live for our satisfaction, but also to give the other people satisfaction, which is your family. So I'm very happy in this moment for my club, for the fans, because there was a lot of enthusiasm today at the end of the game also. So it's something special. At the moment, obviously, now we have to keep going because our main target is the league, but at the moment we reach a very important moment, which is to go Wembley in March.
Well, we're playing the best team in the league. As I said, I mean, this is a team that whoever finishes above them will win the title. I don't think any team will do. They showed they've got quality. They've got a massive squad, massive wage bill in comparison to us. And you can see 10,000 fans in the stadium. That's why they are a big club in this division. I thought we did, last time we came, we got beaten 4-0. Over the course of 2 games, there's been 1 goal in it, and that goal scored when we were down to 10 men. Took an awful long time to get our Mark Hughes back on the field. If he'd been back on the field, would it have been different? Who knows?
So we know the finalists in the Johnson's Paint Trophy. On March the 25th, it's live on Sky Sports. Chesterfield against Swindon, 1:30 HD2. And don't forget, on Wednesday, it's SPL football live. Hearts against Celtic, 7:30 HD1. John Sheridan of Chesterfield, Paolo Di Canio of Swindon. It has a ring about it, both at Wembley. It's live on Sky Sports. From all of us, bye for now.
Watch all 5 Sky Sports channels on your mobile and online.